Oh boy, oh boy. Well, these are two videos that I did, both starting with a big sigh. The first one was Suicide Squad Killer Justice League being silently delayed to 2023, which was, by the way, originally announced in 2020. But why am I talking about that game when we're talking about this game? Well, Monsters and Mortals, the Dark Deception multiplayer game. They made a tweet. This is the tweet. It says Piggy. That's it. It says nothing else. Piggy. That's it. It has over 1,000 likes, right? So the interest is there. And that's it. Then you scroll down. When you scroll down and look at the responses, you're like, okay, what's happening? So I was hoping that we don't talk about it until we get a teaser or a confirmation. There was a video that was planned from me to talk about this in details regarding Piggy X Dark Deception Monsters and Mortals, or Dark Deception in general. The issue is, right, even when Piggy discussion announced for Dark Deception Monsters and Mortals, some Roblox Piggy creators made videos, and this was brought to my attention. I didn't went out of my way to look for these creators' videos. It was brought to my attention that Piggy fans, is a big news for them, but unfortunately some Dark Deception fans, they are not happy, they are not open to it. And this is not a quote, this is just me summarizing. They're saying and they're thinking that we Dark Deception fans are gatekeeping as all other toxic communities here on indie side. Well, that's not the case. It's a minority, a vocal minority, sure. The issue here isn't that the game is not suitable for a crossover for Dark Deception Monsters and Mortals. Is the conversation surrounding that. Let me repeat myself. Is the conversation surrounding Piggy's involvement with a big game like Dark Deception and Monsters and Mortals. When you have crossovers like Silent Hill, Monster, upcoming Yandere Simulator, Evil Nun, you have already opened your game and your community to a wide range of crossovers. Between you and me, I was kind of tired just a little bit of seeing big franchise. I'm like, can we just get something a little different? And Roblox Piggy, whilst I wasn't on board before, I was like, not something I'm looking forward to, but what makes it so interesting is that it is something so different than any other crossovers that Close Together Entertainment has yet signed, is what makes it so interesting. It's what makes it so fascinating and exciting, and what makes me anticipate and hyped for this crossover more than House of Ashes DLC, than Yandere Simulator DLC. Gonna be honest with you, no, the hype for Yandere Simulator DLC is not there. Unfortunately, it's not there. The Evil Nun DLC, the Pig is up there. Okay, maybe a little below than Poppy Playtime. I'm just a little biased on that aspect of the situation, but other than that, look at Piggy on your screen right now. This is the Piggy Roblox Piggy gameplay. Regardless if you go to the most recent one, it's a Roblox Piggy, a Roblox fan game. Whilst I don't play or like Roblox, I understand the impact and influence that it has over the community. I also understand and acknowledge that there is a huge community there, passionate community, passionate gamers that love and enjoy their creations in Roblox. I also understand that adults play Roblox for fun as well. Just look at the groups like 8-Bit Ryan, Doggo, Baz, Raz. The list is huge. The list is insane. And even the big creators, it's not about the graphics quality, the visuals quality, or how childish one things look. The whole purpose of games, movies, TV shows is entertainment, and what's important in the entertainment is having fun. Now we can, pinpoint with the movies and films that, okay, how should they tackle subject matter? How should they tackle mature subjects, mature elements? That's where you can debate and argue. But when we're talking about a game like Monsters and Mortals, who is, by the way, and this is an official quote from the director Vincent Lemmings of that game himself, horror party, a party game where 4 to 6 players can come in, join and play. Family, friends, does not matter. Fun is at the heart of that game. So when you add something from another game that is supposed to be fun, like Roblox, whose also main motto is to play with family and friends, it's literally match made in heaven. Just the issue here is that this Monsters and Mortals, like over this side, the family friends that we're at a little young adult side than we are over to the more young side. That's the only difference. We're not even talking about the mainline Dark Deception. Like Dark Deception Chapter 4, Chapter 5 goes deep into the aspects of heavy, mature subject matter that are, sensitive and whatnot. You can argue or debate on that. But listen, one thing we should never do is gatekeep these franchises, these games. But with all that said and done, I've read some of the people who are not into this. I respect your opinion. I respect your statements. I respect your whole take on this. I respect if you're not interested in it, because it opens up to another pool of audience from which there will be some toxic percentage of people, just like we have some toxic percentage. They have some toxic percentage as well. It's inevitable. Alright? And I totally understand if you don't want to get involved with that. That is your right. That is your right. And if you don't want to buy the DLC, that is your right. That's your money that you're choosing not to spend because it is your right. So put everything together. Both sides have genuine arguments except the one that don't. If you don't like Roblox Piggy, if you don't like I don't like Roblox Piggy. I'm gonna come forward and be the first one to say, I don't like Roblox. I don't like Roblox Piggy, but I respect the creators that are putting hard work into what they're trying to do with the limited resources. There's an audience in Roblox that awaits the content from Roblox Piggy creators and devs, so they do what they do because that's what they created. It is as simple as that. Listen, I'm just rambling at this point. I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole point here is that Piggy, you can argue it's not the best fit for Monsters and Mortals, and they should not waste their resources and energy into making this. Rather, get some other franchise DLC and work on that. That's fair. That is actually fair. And you can even come forth and say, hey, if they tomorrow announce that Piggy is releasing next, for screw all the DLCs, you're right to say that, hey, what happened to Yandere Simulator DLC? We were supposed to get that right around chapter 4. What happened to it? You're right to say House of Ashes DLC was announced, Poppy Playtime DLC was announced way before Piggy was even in the conversation for this game. What happened to those DLCs? We were supposed to get those before we can get this. Right. Perfect. All that. Great, well done, good job. So finally, let's tackle the actual criticism, and that is the style does not fit. I mean, look at this. I mean, how can you even compare this when you have this, right? That's why this crossover is exciting, because now we're gonna get to see how those are translated into fully fledged 3D models. Let me tell you, there is no one better in the indie side than Close Entertainment when it comes to making good 3D models. Look at the Silent Hill models. Fuego. Say whatever you want about the game itself, Monsters and Mortals, or Dark Deception, gameplay-wise, mechanic-wise, whatever, but their models are top-notch. Animations, well done. It is sometimes hard to imagine this is like an indie studio. So I am satisfied that they'll translate it and make it something where young adults and the audience of Monsters and Mortals will be satisfied with. Not everyone will be, but that is something we have to be okay with because it doesn't have to get everyone on board with this. Just enough so that this crossover makes sense. Just enough to open this to more fandoms, to more people, so that this crossover makes sense. See where I'm going with this one? Come on, guys. And you guys might be like, yo, Smack, why are you even defending this? The name literally Piggy says right there. I'm not with the pig. I am excited for the other characters, like Tio. And besides, you're finally gonna get to see how Roblox Piggy is about that life, is translated into full-blown AAA stuff. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say on this aspect for the time being. Let me know how this all plays out for you. Keep it civil. Let's see what happens.